Alright, welcome back to another episode of Excessive Salivation. I'm Pete.
I'm Dan.
And this is our first video podcast.
It's really exciting.
I've never done this before.
Technology.
Usually I don't show my face. Sometimes it's a good thing.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I don't know why we're showing our faces, but it's adding another dimension.
If I can somehow figure out how to edit this and put characters that are cartoonish over ourselves, I will certainly do that.
It's probably preferred. I feel like I'm staring into the hearts of the youth out there in cyberspace right now.
I feel like I'm a cobra snake and I'm about to attack and release my venom into the world.
You just got it locked in on your prey.
Alright.
Is this working with us not looking at each other talking?
I feel like a computer right now.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I guess this is what it's like to broadcast the news.
You know, you could look at me.
Is that? But then it's like
that's really awkward.
It's going to be tough.
Let's keep it this way.
Yes,
just look at the people out there.
Yeah,
hello, people.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing?
All right, so casinos.
Today's topic is
getting older.
No,
that wasn't it. That was topic.
That was topic number 2. That was next.
Yeah.
Today's real topic is
finding a place of residence.
Yes. Whether it be renting,
Yep.
owning, subletting,
squatting,
whatever
it is,
squishing. Doesn't matter.
Yes.
Just somehow finding a place to call home
Mm-hmm.
and or sleep at night.
You know, I was watching this documentary. It wasn't really a documentary. It was a 5-minute news story. And there was a guy, and he's the man who filmed that rainbow YouTube video. You know what I'm talking about, right, Pete? That rainbow, where he's double rainbow.
Oh my God, it's a tumbled rainbow. What does it mean?
Yeah, what does it all mean? And as it turned out, that man makes $5,000 a year. He never said how, but that's all
Total?
he makes. $5,000 a year.
Per year?
Per year.
Pretty sure he was on a deck.
And yeah, so I don't know. I mean, whether we believe him or not, I don't know. But he was saying, "Oh, it's amazing what you can do when you don't have a car payment or a phone or really any expenses at all." So, but how was he living? He didn't have a home. He's what he was saying. But he was perfectly content,
Right.
doing what he was doing at $5,000. So I began to think about that, and I said, well, in actuality, yeah, you probably could live without a home. Because if you had a 24-hour gym membership, what is that, $100 a month?
I'm assuming if you go to Planet Fitness and it's 24 hours, it's only $10 a month.
Well, $10 a month, you can use your showers.
That's right.
If you had a job, you could sleep at the office.
That's true. But he doesn't have a job.
Yeah, that's true.
So how does he make his money?
I think canning.
That makes sense.
Around.
They're collecting
Recycled
bottles.
goods, yeah.
Probably goes to Michigan to return the bottles for 10 cents.
There we go. He probably lives in Michigan.
It's a moneymaker right there.
Yep.
Let me tell you.
Rainbows.
Housing.
Housing.
That's what it's all about.
Yes.
So we have 2 housing stories that we can both relate to
Mm-hmm.
from recent events.
Yes.
Why don't you go first and tell us your experience?
Sure. Andrea and I, my wife, we are trying to find a home to buy, to purchase, which is a ridiculous thought. I don't know how this all happened.
But Dan, isn't that throwing your money away?
That's what some would say, and then others would say it's an investment. I don't know. There's a housing crisis going on, but you wouldn't know it with us looking for houses. Everything's sky high still in terms of prices because it's Massachusetts.
Right. You're looking in Massachusetts, not New Hampshire, where you currently live.
Right. We currently reside in New Hampshire, and we're looking to move further south, almost 10 minutes south.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, big. And, of course, then Andrea will have taxes.
Yes.
So, that's less money there.
That's right.
And, of course, they're dropping all kinds of cash on a house. And, sometimes you ask yourself, really? Why?
What is this all for?
Why am I doing this? But then you think about it, it's like, well, there's nobody over your head stomping around. And, you can do whatever you want to it. So if you put a hole in the wall from, Patriots loss, it's on me. I don't have to worry about it, though.
That's right. You can keep it there for as many years as you want.
Right. I mean, as long
no
as
one's coming to your house every 6 months to check a fire detector.
Exactly. That could stay there the rest of your life.
Yes.
And That's it.
Animals could crawl on that
yeah,
wall
I mean,
and live there.
Yeah, you wouldn't know any better.
Hatch some eggs.
Yes.
No one would know.
Eggs.
So, needless to say, you go through this whole process of trying to find a place, and you just start weighing the pros and cons, and all of a sudden these cons that you thought were insignificant become gigantic pieces of negotiation, such as, did you wash your hands while you lived in this home? That could be a pretty crucial piece of the
Why do you want to know if you wash your hands?
well, then, the house's cleanliness.
You're talking about you or the previous owner?
I'm talking about the previous owner.
The previous owner,
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
What about an apartment, though? You don't know who washed their
No, that's
hands.
true, you don't. Yeah, no, it's true.
Or if it didn't replace the carpet,
that's renting.
That's going to create more questions.
Oh, man. Carpet. That's a whole... that's what I'm talking about, though. Like, your carpet, you look at the carpet, it's like, well, what's happened on this carpet? I gotta replace it. Because
Right.
I don't know what's happened here.
We're definitely not replacing carpet in a new house.
Oh, man. I don't know.
You see that one stain, you're going to wonder, until you replace it, what is this stain and where did it come from?
That's the thing. So you throw a house right out of the equation, because it's like, that house, I didn't like how that carpet looked, and bam, there you go, done.
Deal's over.
Deal's over,
You
just
walk
like that. So that's buying a house, and it's never not stressful. That's my story.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to throw in there, Pete, about my housing search?
I think it's been pretty stressful on you.
I feel like it has.
It's tearing you down.
Just bit by bit.
You got the baby.
Oh yeah, and there's a baby involved. That's the whole reason of getting a house.
Right.
It's for the baby.
That's right. If the house is too small, it won't work for the baby.
That's the other thing. I don't know what I'm going to do in 5 years. But I got a 30-year mortgage,
That's a
What
long
am I
time.
going to do in 5 years? I don't know. I didn't know. If I was talking to Dan in the past, 5 years ago, telling him what I'm doing today, he wouldn't believe me. So if I were to talk to Dan 10 years from now, who knows what he would say? Who knows?
5 years ago was 2007.
The
Red Sox won the World Series.
That was 5 years ago, too. That was a half a decade ago, which feels like yesterday.
Time flies.
When did we graduate from high school? How long ago? How many years?
I can't count past 10.
We're past 10.
Well past 10.
We're going on 15 years.
Are we?
Yeah, I think so.
Do they have reunions for that? Anyway,
Oh, man.
so my experience right now is we're looking for a new apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like we settled on a place in Rhode Island,
Round.
which is hard to say and admit to. But it's only 1 mile from the Mass border, so
Right.
it really counts as Massachusetts.
Yeah.
It's just like an extension where they just can't seem to build the fence that far for whatever reason.
And then,
So-
then they have coffee milk.
For whatever reason, they have coffee milk. They have 4-foot sections in grocery stores dedicated to this syrup that's artificially flavored like coffee, and you put it in milk.
And there you go.
And they call it autocrat. I don't get it. What does that mean? Does it make itself?
Just like
Is it a Democrat? Anyway, so it's, at first we thought we were going to move to Franklin or Bellingham, just cut the commute in half. Suddenly we're cutting it to just 15 minutes from 40 minutes.
That's pretty awesome, though.
It is pretty awesome. So there's a lot of savings going on because the rent will be a little lower, the gas savings will be even higher, and
So gas is cheaper.
I wouldn't say the gas is cheaper, but
But
just
it's not
driving
less of a commute.
less.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
When you're used to filling up once per week, and now you fill up once every 3 weeks, the miles per gallon is just tremendous.
You notice.
It's like driving a computer. Anyway, so it was stressful trying to figure out where we wanted to be, but I think we found a place. Now we just negotiate if we can get out of our lease at our current place and move even earlier to get into the ideal apartment that we want. So that's my current situation. Very stressful.
Yeah, well, no
at
doubt.
first.
Yeah.
So as soon as we sign those lease papers, it'll be even better, just so you know what the plan is. Like, I have a short-term plan for the next year or so.
Right. Yeah, and the short-term plan is
But
great.
look at you, you're signing a 30-year kind of commitment.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, how do you
But
plan
what's
out
even
30
the point?
years?
What's the point of having a 30-year mortgage? I mean,
Chances are people sell. Don't
chances
people
are,
sell?
yeah, you're moving. You're not going to be in for
before
30 years.
How do
Come
you
on.
But what I've always found mysterious about the whole mortgage thing, if you have a mortgage and you haven't finished paying off your home, how are you able to sell it? I mean, what happens? Like, so you sell your home, right?
Right.
You sell your home. And maybe I'm sounding stupid right now, but you sell your home that is not technically yours.
Technically.
So you sell it, you're given money, you have to pay, of course, the bank back for the difference, and then you have to pay a realtor to sell it for you, whatever that percentage is.
Too much.
How does that be? I just don't understand how that becomes appealing. I mean, unless it's an emergency and you need to move, like you get a new job, of course, you do that. But people sell homes like, oh, I want to get something bigger. And it's like, how, like people we've talked to with selling homes, they're like, oh, we just want to get something bigger. And it's like, how the heck?
This is a big process. How do you just suddenly decide I'm going to switch houses?
How do you, I mean, that's the thing. You buy a 30-year mortgage.
Is it a home or is it a house?
And as it becomes small. That's the question.
It's like a roast beef sandwich. You can get a really small one or a really big one.
You can get the super beef or you can get the small.
Right, it's just a matter how you digest it.
Maybe you put some duck sauce on it.
Maybe you put some barbecue and horseradish. It all depends on the person.
All I know is that I've helped you move 17 times. Do you think
this will be the last
this will be
one?
the last time? Well, not the last time, but do you think that this will be it for longer than a year?
I think we're going to be there at least 2 years.
Okay.
So
that's good.
We're not going to be ready to buy a house
yeah,
for a couple
2 years
of years.
is a good period because
And I don't want to move again just for the sake of moving when the lease is up. We got a pretty good deal worked out where the rent won't go up.
Nice.
So I think at least 2 years would be good.
Right.
A few years down the line, if we have kids and they're starting to grow up and walk and play,
then it's a different story.
and they need a yard, that's a different story. We
Yeah.
might have to move, but I think that's a few years down the road.
Right.
This place looks very promising, so hopefully it all works out.
When we moved that one couch in, do you remember when I got stuck?
I tell you, that was an ordeal. I thought we were going to be there overnight trying to get past this couch.
It was an amazing move where, we started in the morning, and it was probably 8:30 at night
It was getting late.
when that couch got stuck.
We'd already driven about 5,000 miles back and forth to Boston.
It was a lot of mileage.
Yes.
A lot of mileage. And I just thought, I had fond memories of that couch. And we literally walked away from it because it was stuck in the stairwell. We walked away from it and we just sort of thought about it. And we sat there and we're like, all right, so how there's a couch. It's there. How do we get it out of there?
That's right. What move can I make right now to end this misery?
And you know what? We did it.
We did it.
I don't know how.
It just took walking away for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I did. It ended up getting in there. The 2 minutes, a minute prior, that couch is stuck. We've got no idea how we're going to do it. 2 minutes later, it's in the apartment.
If there was a fire in the apartment across from me,
oh man,
they would have died.
that would have been it.
No way to
Killed
get
that
out.
couch. Killed
That couch was not going anywhere.
That was done. That was done. You're going to have to, get someone in there with a sledgehammer to get that thing apart.
Those have been some tough questions to answer.
That was a baby.
Yes. The baby is crying because she doesn't like searching for houses.
No houses.
No houses. So.
Okay, we're good.
All right.
No. No, she's going to come around.
All right.
We can edit all this, right? We can edit this part.
Nope. No. This is going in.
Okay.
So in conclusion,
Yes.
searching for a new place to live is not easy.
No.
It's even worse than trying to find a new job.
I would say it's just as bad. It's just as I would say they're finding a new place. Yeah, I would say is equal with finding a new job.
Find equal?
Yes, equal.
Okay.
And you're saying it's worse.
I'm saying it's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we can
It's bad.
We can differ on this.
It's bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. Once again, I don't know. You don't know what the future's going to hold. All I know is that time has flown, and now we're here looking for new places.
Yes.
I don't know how that works. Just like I don't know how magnets work.
That's a great question. That might be another episode.
That is another episode.
That might be the next episode. But for now,
Dan.
And I'm Pete. And next time on Access to Salvation, the topic will be...
Who knows?
Who knows? Who's going to turn it off?